Hey, welcome to EPN's Rocket and Raygun Awards for 2017. We have been doing things a little bit differently this year and having a ton of fun hearing from all kinds of people with their picks for the best games of the year. This category is a little bit different, though. We're going to talk about some of the prettiest games of 2017 with the best visuals of the year getting our Rocket and Raygun Award. Let's hear from the EPN family first.
It's hard to parse out the best looking games these days. So many games look so great. So I'm going to pick a game that I just think looks different than everything else, and that game is Cuphead. Never seen a game look this cool. I've never played a game and commented the entire time I was playing it, I can't believe it looks like this. They went for a 1930s cartoon aesthetic, and they nailed it the entire way through. What a beautiful video game. I've been using it to show off what consoles can do now, even though it's not pushing pixels, it's not a polygonal masterpiece. It is a masterpiece, however, of artistic visual design, and I think it's the best looking game of 2017.
I bought a 4K HDR TV at a Boxing Day sale last year, and I was like, this is a lot of money for a TV. I don't know if I can justify this. Then Horizon Zero Dawn comes out. I'm like, okay, this is why I bought a 4K HDR TV. I still can't believe that's a PlayStation 4 game. You know, it rivals top-end PC games for its visuals. And again, we know that the Guerrilla Games visuals are their thing, but the visuals in Horizon Zero Dawn are just like something else for a console. I'm still playing the game, I'm playing the DLC, and I can't get over how good it looks.
Best visuals of the year. You know, I had a tough time. There were some pretty games out there, especially with the power of the Xbox One X. I don't have a PS4 Pro, but I did see some PS4 Pro games. I'm just going to give it to Horizon Zero Dawn. Why? Because I feel like that game deserves an award. It's probably going to get some more. That's going to be my best visually stunning game. Thanks, Horizon Zero Dawn, for being beautiful and making my eyes happy.
We've got some great friends in the media community out there, and we said, well, why don't you guys give us some of your picks for the best visuals for 2017?
Now, this year has had so many beautiful looking games. Breath of the Wild is a beautiful game. Cuphead was a different style, beautiful game. But no game comes close to Horizon Zero Dawn. I remember this game was coming out by Guerrilla Games. There was a bit of hype, there's a bit of fanfare. But from a visual standpoint, nothing came close to it. I've never seen a game so beautiful in my life. The visuals just melted my heart. I was sitting there going, wow, look at the grass, look at the environments, look at the trees, look at those mountains. Can we get up to those mountains? And the further up you got closer to them. And it's a remarkable game. And Guerrilla just blew us all away with this shocking out of nowhere game.
I mean, I think the best visuals of 2017, even at a glance, is Cuphead. Like, that game, I remember seeing that when I was still at IGN, when I was still doing Up at Noon, and reaching out to them, being like, I'd seen a teaser on YouTube that long before they were in bed with Microsoft, and be like, hey, this looks amazing. Come by and talk. Like, oh, we're in Canada, we're this indie team, we don't have any money. I'm like, all right, we'll figure it out one day. Well, we never did. But even then, you looked at that game and you're like, what a crazy art style. Are they gonna be able to pull this off an entire game and make it feel like you're playing a cartoon, like an old school cartoon? And they did. And that's why I think it's the best visuals.
Best visuals in a game in 2017. I mean, there's so many things that go through my head. There were so many moments that made me go, wow. Uncharted, Lost Legacy. There's the moment when you get on the mountain. Horizon Zero Dawn, pretty much the entire game. Star Wars Battlefront 2, the multiplayer. When you're playing that, you feel like you're in the Star Wars world. But I mean, best visuals, you gotta go with Cuphead. Are you kidding me?
And we also heard from our EPN sponsors. Some of them even sent us some great videos. Let's take a look at some of their choices for best visuals.
Best visuals, I'm gonna give it to Battlefront 2. There's not much love for Battlefront 2, so I'm gonna give them some love and say, yeah, it looks pretty amazing.
Best visuals, I'm giving that one to Persona 5. This was not graphically intense in the same way, but it was just such a beautiful game to look at, and I just loved Persona 5. That artwork was just spot on, and it's now the gold standard for what I think you could do with a JRPG style of animation, you know, or Japanese style of animation.
Best visuals. This might be controversial, but I'm gonna give it to Battlefront 2. I know everybody likes to hate on that game right now, and yes, there are reasons for that, but actually more to hate EA possibly, because the game really isn't that bad. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and the visuals are just outstanding. If anything, you gotta give it that. It's a fantastic looking game. I don't think I've seen anything like that before, so there it is. Battlefront 2, best visuals.
Best visuals is the easiest category I had to choose for because it's Cuphead. I already stated how great the animation is in Cuphead, and the fact that they basically perfectly emulated the Fleischer cartoons of the 1930s, but also the game runs in 60 frames per second, so they have to also accommodate for that. And yet the characters flow and move just like the good old days. And the best part about the game is that, yes, it's incredibly hard, but you want to push through just so you can see what's the next crazy boss that you're gonna encounter and learn its patterns and move on, and it's just incredibly addicting. And it's all thanks to those visuals, so that's why Cuphead wins Best Visuals of 2017.
Clayton Blair is another EPN sponsor. He didn't send us a video, but he chose, and he wrote us a nice little note saying that he chooses Star Wars Battlefront 2 because it feels like you're really having an epic Star Wars space battle, and I would agree with him on that. It's a gorgeous game, but my choice has to be Horizon Zero Dawn. Who was expecting Guerrilla Games to step forward with such an incredibly lush, beautiful experience? They really outdid themselves. This thing absolutely shines on a 4K television as well. But we've got another tie. We had enough votes for both Cuphead and Horizon Zero Dawn to make it super confusing, so both of these incredible games get our vote for Best Visuals of 2017. Congratulations with your Rocket and Raygun Award winner. And you know, we've got other categories headed your way, so please stay tuned for that. We've also got lots of other content for you to enjoy, and if you do, hit that subscribe button, that little bell, and if you're so inclined, that sponsorship button too.